Tired of big city prices draining your wallet? Imagine living in a place where your rent is under $800, the people actually say hello, and you can still find peace, space, and charm, all without sacrificing quality of life. From Appalachian hideaways to sun-drenched southern gems, we're counting down 10 dirt-cheap U.S. towns that offer more than just low costs. They offer a real life. Whether you're a remote worker, a retiree on a fixed income, or just dreaming of a simpler, better life, these towns might just be your golden ticket. So hit that subscribe button if you're serious about relocating smarter, not harder. And let's dive into where your money stretches like never before. Because sometimes the best place to build a life isn't on a coast. It's where sunsets are slow, neighbors feel like family, and your mortgage doesn't haunt your sleep. 10. Chillicothe, Ohio. Affordable living with Midwestern heart. Chillicothe is the kind of place where history meets heart and affordability. Tucked into the foothills of southern Ohio, this town blends classic charm with natural beauty. The cost of living is nearly 20% below the national average, making it wallet-friendly without feeling bare. Median home prices hover around $125,000, which is ideal for first-time buyers or downsizers. Rent averages under $800 a month, stretching your dollar without sacrificing comfort. Downtown is full of character: brick buildings, cozy cafes, and mom-and-pop stores. You'll find vintage shops, old-school barber shops, and restaurants where locals still gather. There's an easy rhythm to life here, a kind of Midwestern hospitality that feels like home. But Chillicothe isn't just cheap. It's soulful and scenic. The Hopewell Culture National Historical Park offers both history and hiking. The nearby Scioto River is perfect for kayaking, fishing, or quiet riverside walks. Rolling hills, trails, and wooded parks make nature accessible in every direction. The community is tight-knit but welcoming, with a strong sense of local pride. Festivals, art walks, and farmers markets create a lively small-town culture. There's even a growing theater scene and local galleries for creative souls. Schools are decent, and the crime rate is lower than the national average. It's a great town for remote workers, retirees, or young families just starting out. The slower pace allows you to breathe, grow, and truly settle in. Healthcare access is reliable, with nearby clinics and a regional medical center. You won't find skyscrapers here, but you will find space, serenity, and savings. It's a town where your money stretches, and your life expands in simple ways. Even groceries, gas, and dining are noticeably cheaper than in urban areas. The kind of place where you can build roots without building debt. If you're craving affordability wrapped in community spirit, this is it. Chillicothe may not be loud or flashy, but it's full of heart and hometown vibes. In 2025, towns like this are rare, quiet, affordable, and full of life. 9. Muskogee, Oklahoma. Low cost. Living with Southern soul. Tucked in eastern Oklahoma, Muskogee is a gem for anyone looking to live well for less. It's where Southern hospitality meets frontier spirit, and your dollar goes much further. The cost of living is nearly 25% below the national average, a dream for budget-conscious folks. You can buy a home here for around $105,000 and rent averages just $700 a month. Utilities, groceries, and services are all priced with frugality in mind. This isn't just affordable, it's comfortable and genuinely livable. Muskogee's charm lies in its simplicity and soulful local culture. You'll find blues festivals, BBQ joints, antique shops, and friendly neighbors. There's a strong musical heritage too, home of the classic Okie from Muskogee pride. Downtown has a touch of retro Americana, with art murals and cozy diners. The Arkansas River and nearby lakes add outdoor adventure to the quiet life. Boating, fishing, and picnics are all part of the local rhythm. This is a place where people wave from porches and still know their neighbors. It's perfect for retirees, working-class families, and remote workers alike. Internet infrastructure is improving, and WFH folks appreciate the peace. Healthcare is accessible, with a solid regional medical center nearby. Muskogee also hosts events like the Azalea Festival, parades, and rodeos. It's not flashy, but it's full of flavor, especially if you like small-town vibes. Crime is moderate but manageable, and community policing keeps things grounded. Schools are average, but community programs and libraries fill in the gaps. There's a surprising amount of culture here: museums, history centers, and live music. And if you're craving city life, Tulsa is just an hour away. Bottom line, Muskogee is one of those rare places where life is simple, safe, and super affordable. It gives you room to breathe, save money, and maybe even start fresh. In 2025, towns like Muskogee remind us that peace of mind doesn't have to cost a fortune. 8. Paris, Texas, a small town with big savings, and even a mini Eiffel Tower. At first glance, Paris, Texas might sound like a joke, but this town is no laughing matter when it comes to affordability. Located in northeast Texas, it's a place where southern charm meets quirky character. The cost of living is over 20% lower than the national average, and it shows in your wallet. You can own a house here for around $130,000, and rent is typically under $850 a month. Groceries, utilities, and transportation are budget-friendly, making daily life easy on your income. Whether you're a retiree or working remotely, Paris offers a financially relaxed lifestyle. Paris has a cozy, artsy downtown with coffee shops, antique stores, and local galleries. Its famous mini Eiffel Tower, topped with a red cowboy hat, gives the town a fun identity. Parks and walking trails add to the calm pace, especially the Trail de Paris Greenway. There's also a strong sense of community. Expect friendly waves and porch conversations. Locals host weekend farmers markets, car shows, and food truck nights. You won't feel bored here, even if it's quiet. Healthcare access is solid, with Paris Regional Medical Center serving the area well. The public school system is improving, and homeschool families thrive here too. It's a laid-back town where safety and stability matter more than flash. There's a patriotic, family-first vibe that makes newcomers feel welcome. Churches, civic groups, and local charities keep community spirit alive. And if you need a big city break, Dallas is just under 2 hours away. Paris is ideal for couples starting over, retirees, or young families on a mission to save. It's a great place to downsize expenses without downgrading your quality of life. There's room to garden, space to breathe, and time to slow down. In a world of rising prices, Paris proves that you don't need to sacrifice charm for cost. It's got a big heart, a tiny Eiffel Tower, and one of the cheapest lifestyles in Texas. If you want a town with character, community, and major cost savings, Paris is your pick. 7. Martinsville, Virginia. Peaceful, green, and incredibly cheap. Martinsville is nestled in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, offering mountain town charm at a rock-bottom price. The cost of living here is nearly 25% lower than the U.S. average. Yes, you read that right. Median home prices are around $110,000, and many go even lower, with a little fixer-upper spirit. Renting? You can find a decent two-bedroom for under $750 a month, but utilities and groceries follow suit. Affordable and reliable. This town is perfect if you want to stretch every dollar while enjoying fresh air and peace. The lifestyle in Martinsville is slower-paced, nature-filled, and rich in small-town values. You're surrounded by rolling hills, quiet trails, and the iconic Smith River. It's ideal for retirees, remote workers, or anyone tired of the hustle. Martinsville Speedway brings occasional NASCAR excitement, but most days are quiet. Farmers markets, art walks, and music festivals bring the community together. There's an emphasis on wellness, nature, and local pride. It's a place where you can grow a garden, know your neighbors, and never worry about traffic. Education is supported by nearby community colleges and programs for adult learners. There's a growing movement of artists and creatives reviving downtown. Old buildings are being transformed into coffee shops, studios, and co-working spaces. You don't need much here to live well. Low overhead means more freedom. And with clean air and green spaces, it's great for your mental and physical health. Martinsville is a dream for anyone looking to live simply without financial strain. It's for people who value community over chaos and peace over pressure. You get the space to breathe and a cost of living that actually lets you save. So if you're craving a life that's quiet, scenic, and shockingly affordable, Martinsville, Virginia, might be your next move. Number 6 on our list is Sallisaw, Oklahoma, a hidden gem in the heart of Sequoia County that offers true country living without breaking the bank. The cost of living is nearly 30% below the national average, making it one of the most affordable places to settle down in the Midwest. The median home price is just around $105,000, and many properties come with large yards or even acreage. Rent is also jaw-droppingly low, with many options under $650 a month. In Sallisaw, life moves at a gentler pace. The town is surrounded by wide-open fields, rolling hills, and peaceful backroads. It's a place where you can enjoy coffee on your porch without hearing sirens or traffic. Locals are known for their hospitality. You'll find real neighbors who wave and remember your name. The town's close proximity to Lake Tenkiller and the Ozark National Forest means outdoor fun is never far. You can fish, boat, hike, or camp, right in your backyard. The schools are community-focused, and healthcare is accessible through local clinics and hospitals. Sallisaw also has history. It's the childhood home of Sequoia, the Cherokee who developed the Cherokee syllabary. This proud heritage is visible in local museums and cultural events. Downtown has that rustic charm, antique shops, mom-and-pop diners, and a weekly farmers market. It's perfect for families, retirees, or anyone who's done with expensive city life. Remote workers love it too. There's peace, space, and surprisingly solid Wi-Fi. And with no state income tax on Social Security, Oklahoma is extra kind to retirees. Sallisaw offers more than affordability. It gives you breathing room, security, and simplicity. If your dream is a peaceful home where your dollar goes further and your soul feels lighter, Sallisaw might be exactly what you're looking for. Number 5 on our list is Jesup, Georgia, a peaceful southern town with real character and a low cost of living that makes it a dream for families and retirees alike. Here, the cost of living is about 25% below the national average, and homes are incredibly affordable, averaging around $120,000. If you're renting, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Many quality rentals go for under $700 a month. Jesup is located in Wayne County, nestled between Savannah and the Florida border. This gives you easy access to beaches and bigger cities, without the higher price tag. You'll get small-town vibes, but with enough conveniences to live comfortably. There are grocery stores, clinics, restaurants, and even a classic drive-in movie theater. But what makes Jesup truly special is its sense of community. Neighbors look out for each other. Churches and local events are the heart of town life. On weekends, families gather for high school football, cookouts, or to stroll downtown. Speaking of downtown, it's charming and walkable. You'll find local boutiques, southern diners, and cozy coffee spots all in one strip. The Altamaha River nearby is perfect for kayaking, fishing, or just watching the sunset. Jesup has a solid public school system and a local hospital that serves the region well. It's also home to several local festivals that celebrate Georgia heritage, food, and community. Whether you're into live bluegrass music, holiday parades, or farmers markets, there's always something happening. And for those who work remotely or just want a quieter pace, Jesup has that easy rhythm. It's peaceful, friendly, and full of simple pleasures. The stars here shine a little brighter, and the nights are a little quieter. It's a place where kids can still catch fireflies, and adults can finally catch their breath. You won't find skyscrapers, but you will find soul. And in a world rushing fast, Jesup reminds you to slow down and live well. If you've been craving a place where life feels softer and your money stretches further, Jesup welcomes you with open arms and sweet tea in hand. Number 4 on our list is Monett, Missouri, a peaceful town tucked away in the heart of the Ozarks, where life slows down and your dollar stretches further than you thought possible. The cost of living here is about 25% lower than the national average, making it a quiet powerhouse for families, retirees, and remote workers seeking calm. The median home price? Just around $115,000, and that often gets you a sizable yard and a front porch worth sitting on. But Monett isn't just affordable. It's full of charm. You'll find a revitalized downtown with boutique shops, bakeries, and vintage storefronts that make it feel like a movie set. Every year, Locals gather for parades, food truck festivals, and the town's celebrated Freedom Fest. It's the kind of place where Friday night football, church barbecues, and county fairs still matter. The community here is close-knit, diverse, and welcoming. There's a strong mix of cultures that gives Monett a flavor all its own, reflected in its locally owned restaurants and hometown businesses. The city's roots in the railroad and agricultural industries give it grit, while its family-first values give it warmth. When it comes to education, Monett delivers. The Monett R1 school district is well regarded, and there's also access to nearby vocational training and community college programs. Families feel safe here. Kids ride bikes in neighborhoods where neighbors still wave and lend a hand. Monett also shines with its natural surroundings. You're just a short drive from the breathtaking Table Rock Lake, as well as nearby hiking trails and rivers that paint every season in stunning color. Spring brings wildflowers. Fall, a sea of gold and red. But the real draw of Monett is its balance. It's quiet, but not boring. Affordable, but not lacking. And here, you won't be just another face. You'll be someone's neighbor, someone's friend. You'll be part of a town that remembers your name and shows up when it counts. Monett, Missouri, where the good life isn't loud, it's just lived well. Number 3. Wahpeton, North Dakota. Way up north, past the noise and flash of big city life, lies a small town where things are simple, honest, and surprisingly affordable. Welcome to Wahpeton, a place where low housing costs, clean air, and quiet streets are just the beginning. Homes here start well below the national average, and monthly rent often falls under $700. You won't find traffic jams. You won't hear sirens at night, but what you will find, a town that works hard and rests well. Wahpeton is built for veterans, tradespeople, college students, and anyone who values peace over pretense. It's a blue-collar town with strong values, excellent schools, and a deep respect for the land and its people. The local community college, North Dakota State College of Science, draws in young talent and fuels the local economy. And yes, the winters are cold, brutally cold. But that chill in the air is matched by a warm, tight-knit community where neighbors help shovel each other's driveways, and kids walk to school safely. Crime here? Practically non-existent. The streets are clean. The people are polite. And the pace of life? Steady, but never stressful. You'll find local diners that still serve hot coffee and pie for under $5. A public library where people still read paper books. And parks that glow golden in the summer and snow-covered in the winter. It's not flashy. It's not trendy. But it works, especially if you're building from scratch, retiring with purpose, or raising a family on a budget. Here, your dollar stretches farther, and so does your peace of mind. You can own land, build roots, and live with dignity, without debt weighing you down. There's room to breathe, room to grow, and time to actually enjoy it. Wahpeton, North Dakota, where the winters are tough but the savings and the people make it worth it. At number 2 is Poteau, Oklahoma. In a region often overlooked, Poteau is quietly emerging as one of America's most affordable and livable small towns in 2025. Situated in LaFleur County, this southeastern Oklahoma town boasts a cost of living nearly 30% below the national average. Median home prices hover around $115,000, with rental units often well below $700 per month, making it one of the most cost-effective places for both homeowners and renters alike. But it's not just economics drawing attention. Residents here enjoy close proximity to Kavanaugh Hill, dubbed the world's highest hill, offering panoramic views and outdoor adventures that rival larger tourist towns. Locals hike, bike, and picnic on weekends without ever leaving town. Fishing spots, rivers, and wide-open trails give residents a nature-rich lifestyle without the tourist crowd or high price tag. Autumn in Poteau brings breathtaking fall colors, while summer nights hum with small-town festivals and porch-light conversations. Downtown Poteau maintains a small but active strip, with local businesses, diners, and mom-and-pop shops providing the backbone of community life. The town's strong support for local schools and civic programs has made it especially appealing for families looking to escape big city pressures. Poteau's population of just under 8,500 ensures a strong sense of community, while remaining large enough to access essential services. A short drive to Fort Smith, Arkansas, provides residents with access to more urban amenities when needed. Life moves slower here, but not stagnant. You'll find new construction next to century-old homes, and neighbors who still wave from their front porch. Best suited for working-class families, retirees, and telecommuters seeking low overhead and natural beauty, Poteau represents the heart of rural America with an eye on the future. In an era of soaring housing costs and city burnout, Poteau offers a grounded, budget-friendly alternative, without sacrificing livability. At number 1 is Parsons, Kansas, a small town with big potential, quietly redefining what affordable American living can look like in 2025. Tucked in southeastern Kansas, this hidden gem offers something rare: a deeply rooted community, ultra-low housing costs, and surprising amenities for a town of just under 10,000 people. Median home prices in Parsons are astonishingly low, often under $90,000, with some properties dipping into the $50K range. Yes, you heard right. You can own a home here for less than the price of a new car. Renters, too, benefit greatly. One-bedroom apartments average $450–600, allowing people to live independently or raise a family without being crushed by housing expenses. But affordability doesn't mean boring. Parsons has invested in its parks, downtown district, and community resources, giving residents a safe and charming environment with more than meets the eye. At the heart of it all is Forest Park, a 50-acre oasis with walking trails, a train for kids, picnic pavilions, and seasonal events that light up the town all year round. Locals rave about the Parsons Arboretum, a lush green retreat with native Kansas plant life, butterfly gardens, and walking paths that bloom with color in spring. There's also Livable Health, a regional medical center that brings top-tier healthcare access to this small community, something rare for a town this size. Families will appreciate the strong public school system and low student-to-teacher ratios, while college-bound students have access to Livable Community College, right in town. The town also boasts a railroad history, and its Kansas Iron Horse Museum honors that legacy, perfect for history buffs and young learners alike. Crime rates remain low, and the pace of life is slow, but never stagnant. And if you're wondering about the weather, expect true four-season living, with snowy winters, blooming springs, warm summers, and crisp golden autumns. On weekends, residents enjoy fishing at Big Hill Lake, drives through open countryside, and festivals that bring the whole town out to celebrate. For retirees, young families, blue-collar workers, or anyone tired of inflated urban promises, Parsons offers peace, space, and dignity. In 2025, as housing prices rise and cities swell beyond comfort, Parsons, Kansas stands tall as the most affordable, underrated place to live in America. Maybe you've never heard of these towns before, but somewhere between the rolling hills and rustling trees is a life waiting, simple, soulful, and truly yours. You don't have to be rich to start over. You just have to be ready to choose peace over pressure. And when you do, these aren't just places on a map. They're small towns with big hearts, waiting to welcome you home. A place where your neighbors still wave and the sky feels endless, where your dollar stretches and your spirit breathes again, where safety isn't a luxury and time slows down just enough for you to catch your breath. So if you're searching for more life in your living, subscribe and let your journey begin today.